All right, take one. Hello everybody, welcome to Eye Influence. This is going to be a very special video because I have a very special guest. What's your name?
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah, how old are you?
3.
3 years old, yeah. And what are we going to be doing today?
We can wear glasses.
Yeah, we're going to learn how to fit kids with glasses. So what we're going to be doing today, we're actually going to be using this very nice line. There's obviously a lot of kids lines out there. I didn't really want to focus too much on the variety of kids lines, more than anything the variety of types. And so we're going to be using Youpi Eyewear as an example. It's actually one of my favorites, a very colorful frame line with a lot of different sizes to choose from. And so that's actually what we're going to start off with, okay? So kids and adults are very different because a kid's head is different than an adult's head. It's not as developed. The bridge of the nose isn't as developed. The shape of the head is typically a bit different than an adult. Also, we need to take into consideration different things like how they're going to use it, right? And also, are they sensitive to maybe pressure on the side of their head or on their ears? So those are all the kinds of things that we're going to be looking at today, okay? All right, are you ready to get started now?
You put my pants up.
Okay, ready? Are you ready to try some on? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at is that there's really two kinds of frames, okay? Many different styles and shapes, but there's really two that we want to consider. Plastic frames, right? Which do not have any adjustable nose pads for the most part. We're talking about the material that the front of the frame is made out of, not the sides, okay? See how it does not have nose pads? The vast majority of plastic frames do not come with adjustable nose pads. Think of it like a saddle, right? It's just something that's going to be stationary. It does not move. And then we have metal frames. And this one does have nose pads, see? And these, we could adjust it and we could move them, okay? All right, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna find some frames that fit.
Put the back.
Okay, thank you. Perfect, okay. So first, I wanna give an example of a frame that is not gonna fit, okay? So this one is a little bit small. We're gonna put this one on, okay? All right, can you look at the camera? Oh, you see how the front of the frame ends right over here by the temple area and then it splays out? It's gonna be a bit too small. Okay, so we don't want to put kids in anything that's that small. All right, thank you. If you put it right back over there. Thank you. Okay, so now let's try another plastic frame, one that's a little bit bigger, okay? All right, you're experienced. You wear sunglasses all the time. Ooh, that one's a lot better. Now I want you to notice something about plastic glasses, okay? The position of the eyes. Can you put those back on again? Put those back on again. The position of the eyes in relation to the frame, okay? So you see how the eyes are a little bit closer to the top, right? The eyes are a little bit closer to the top. So it's not that it's that bad on this one. This one's actually pretty good. There's plenty of lens above the eye here, and this one's actually fitting pretty good. But we would prefer the kids' eyes to be a little bit closer to center. We want them to take advantage of more of the lens, okay? So, you want to put those back? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so now let's go with this one. Okay. Oh yeah, those look really good. All right, let's have you look at the camera. That's a nice blue and red frame. Yeah, that one's good. Now the nice thing about this one is that it has the nose pads. Let's say if it were a little bit low, we'd actually be able to lift it up a little bit more to make sure that his eyes are not necessarily perfectly centered in the lenses, but that they're a little bit closer to the center than the upper third. That way they could have more room to look through. Round shapes, and this one's a little bit big, but round shapes are actually really good for kids because it gives them enough vertical lens so that they have plenty of lens to look through without necessarily always being too wide. But this one is. Look, oh, this one's a nice one. I think that one's gonna fit you really good. Yeah, on top of the ears, perfect. This one would actually, if I was fitting him for a first time set of glasses, or even second set or third set of glasses, can you put those on again and leave them on a little bit more? Yeah? Notice where his eyes are sitting and how much room above his eye he has. Look at the camera with the glasses on. Look at how much room he has above his eyes. Do those feel good on your nose? Yeah, how about on your ears? Do those feel okay on your ears? Those look really nice on you. Do you like those? Yeah? Would you like those to be the glasses you wear every day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I will put the back.
All right. All right, you want to try that one on? All right, we're going to go through the whole set. There you go. So one thing that's going to be important is that when the glasses are actually selected and you find something that's good, you don't want a temple length that's too long. A lot of times you're going to go to a retailer where they don't have a lot of kids selection, but maybe they will have some petite frames. And though it may seem like a good idea to put a child in a petite frame, the temple length on a kid's frame is actually closer to 120 to 125 millimeters. Adult frames, even if they are petite, they still use the adult temple lengths, which are usually about 135 to 140. If you get something that's too long on a kid, then you're gonna have temples that when they get adjusted, that come down almost all the way behind the back of the ear. And that's a lot of pressure to be putting behind a kid's ear. And sometimes you can't even adjust them right. You like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, okay, look at me, okay, and leave these on, okay? You see how long this is? This is gonna be a little bit too long. I wouldn't want it this long on a kid. I'd actually want it a little bit shorter. And this is a temple length of 130. So you see, that's the difference. That's 130 millimeters, and this one is 120. Let's look at the difference here. That's 10 millimeters less material on there, less of a length. And that means that when we do bend it down behind the ears, it's actually gonna tuck perfectly, go down about halfway. If you do end up going with the plastic frame, try to make sure that there's enough space between the eyelashes and the lens, or else you're gonna end up cleaning those all the time. I like to recommend a good metal frame, though a lot of parents tend to like the plastic frames. You're all done. Give me a high five. All right. Can you tell everybody your name?
Ezra, E-Z-R-A.
Yeah, and how old are you?
5.
5 years old,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. Okay, and what are we gonna be trying on today?
First let's do this
No,
one.
what are all these things? What is all this? Glasses.
You know them.
Yeah, there's gonna be quite a few glasses you're gonna try on. All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
You could pick one to start with.
Maybe we would do the one that looks like a giraffe.
The one that looks like a giraffe, okay. Now I do want to mention this isn't really a fitting thing. This is more of an optician's tip. All right, show everybody what those look like. All right, those are obviously too small. You can see how they splay open, right? You want to look at the camera? You see how they splay open? The temples are going out like this, right? So these are much too small, and also the lens area is too small. All right, let's take those off. Can I have those?
Here you go.
All right, but it is very important to let kids be involved in the process. If you as an optician, or if even the parents, if you as a parent that's watching this YouTube video, try and be the one that's dictating everything, the ones that they're supposed to try on and the ones that you think would best fit them, you know, you're gonna have a very difficult time convincing them to get a set of glasses, especially on the first set. So it's always gonna be a tough thing for kids to try on a set of glasses, and it's gonna be a change in lifestyle, it's gonna be a change in routine. So you want to let them be involved in the process as much as possible. That means choosing favorite colors, and if they see something that you know is obviously not going to fit them or not going to look good, but let them try it on anyways. It's perfectly fine. This one, this is like the Giants color. It's like the San Francisco Giants. All right. Oh, but that one's a little bit small. Look at the camera. Yeah, that one's a cool design. It looks nice, but I think it's a little small. But we have one that looks a lot like it, okay? Let's take this one off. And let's try on another one, okay?
This one.
Yeah, I think that one's gonna fit pretty good, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see here. This one is 130 temple length. So remember, we wanna keep an eye on all these things when we're fitting kids with glasses, okay? That one went on really well. How does that feel?
Fits.
Yeah? How does it feel on your ears?
A little bit good.
A little bit good? How about on your nose? Does it hurt?
No.
No? Does it feel like it's too tight?
No, it's this much.
A little? Okay, just a little bit. What if you go like this? Look, what if you were to shake your head? Do they fall off your face?
No.
Those fit really, really good. Those stay on your face really good. Okay. See, so far, this would have been our priority, our first candidate. Okay, that one was really good. So let's set this one aside, okay? All right, let's take those off. Let's have you try on another metal frame.
No, this time I'll let you pick.
Okay, I want you to try on the gecko glasses.
Yeah, that ones that look like a monster or look like a gecko.
Yeah, try those on.
That fits perfect.
They fit perfect, you could tell right away?
Let's see. It doesn't slip on me.
Yeah, see, that one's pretty good. The temple length isn't bad. It's actually already bent down so we could see how far it'll come down. That one actually looks like it's fitting pretty good. Let's have you look at the camera. Yeah. See, now we could always adjust the nose pads to fit the curves and the angles of the bridge of his nose. So even though his eyes are a little bit closer to the top right now, let me show everybody what we could do. All we need to do is a little adjustment on here. Of course, you do a more detailed and complete adjustment when the child comes in to pick up his glasses. How does that fit on your nose? Do you feel it? Is it tight or is it loose?
Loose.
This one was one that fit you really good too, right? So you remember how this one felt with those? With the nose pads? Try this one on and tell me which one feels more comfortable.
This one.
That one? You want to try this one on again so you can...
Even though this is fall low, so this one is pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect. How about this one more time?
It doesn't come off, but this one fits perfect. So
Fits perfect. And which one feels more comfortable? If you had to choose one, okay, look, let's move these. Okay, look, all of these did not fit. This one here and this one here fit you pretty good. Which one, if you had to choose one, would you choose?
this one.
That one? Why?
Because it fits perfect and it doesn't have these things and then it doesn't wiggle around like this and then it doesn't come off when I do this.
Okay, so that's pretty good, right? That means that it's going to be a good fitting frame, right? All right, you're all done.
But I want to do this one.
So those are just a few of the tips and tricks that I use when I'm fitting kids for glasses. One of the things that I highly recommend, as I mentioned earlier, is let them be as involved as possible. Yeah, they could be a little hard on the glasses, but hey, these are kids. That's how they're gonna have to get used to handling them, putting them on by themselves, taking them off by themselves, teach them how to put it in the case, how to clean them. Those are all the things that'll get them excited for when the prescription is actually in there and they actually have to start involving it in their daily routine. So I hope you really like this video. I have a few more things coming your way that I think you're really gonna enjoy. Kids look great in glasses. Definitely encourage them and make them feel like getting glasses is something that's very special, because it really is. It's something that's really nice. It's going to change their life in a lot of ways. If you have any questions or comments, as always, please leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps a lot of other people find these videos that were useful to you. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm Oliver. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.